Gentlemen, let me ask you something that's been on your mind, but maybe you've never said out loud. What really happens to your body if you ejaculate every single day? Is it helping you? Hurting you? Could it be the secret to better health? Or quietly stealing your vitality? If you've wondered about this, you're not alone. This is one of the most common questions I get in my practice from men across every age group. It's a topic wrapped in silence, myths, embarrassment, confusion. But it's also one of the most important conversations we can have about men's health, confidence, and intimacy. Today, we're going to break through that silence together. But before we dive in, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? I love seeing this global community grow. And while you're here, hit that like button and subscribe. Every week, we tackle men's health topics that most people are too afraid to discuss openly. Now, here's what you need to understand first. There's no one-size-fits-all answer to this question. Daily ejaculation isn't universally good or universally bad. What matters is the why behind it, the how you're doing it, and the effect it's having on your life. For some men, a daily release brings better sleep, lower stress, and more confidence. For others, it might be draining energy, dulling desire, or creating issues in the bedroom. The truth lives in the nuance. Your unique biology, your habits, and your stage of life all play a role. Let me put your mind at ease about something. If you've felt confused or uncertain about this topic, that's completely normal. Most men never receive proper education about how their sexual health actually works. That's exactly why I'm here, after over 10 years as a board-certified urologist, to translate complex medical science into clear, practical guidance you can actually use. I'm Dr. Sophie Morgan, and for more than a decade, I've been helping men in their 40s, 60s, and yes, even their 80s reclaim control over their sexual health and overall vitality. Think of me as your medical guide and your friend. I'm here to help you understand what's truly happening in your body so you can make confident, informed decisions free from myths and fear. So here's what we're covering today. First, the 5 surprising benefits of daily ejaculation that most men don't know about. Then, the 5 potential risks you absolutely need to watch for. And finally, how to determine what's actually right for your unique body, your goals, and your health situation. By the time we're done, you'll have clarity, confidence, and a plan. No shame, no guessing. Let's begin. Benefit number 1, improved blood flow and circulation. Let me start with something that surprises most men. Orgasm isn't just a mental release, it's a full-body cardiovascular event. Biologically, when you become aroused, your blood vessels expand dramatically, your heart rate climbs, and blood flow surges throughout your entire system. This vasodilation process delivers fresh oxygen and vital nutrients to your muscles, your brain, even your skin. It's essentially a cardiovascular workout for your vascular system. Emotionally, this translates to increased confidence because you're maintaining strong erection quality. Practically, you're keeping your cardiovascular system active and responsive, which is a critical but often overlooked component of overall men's health. Benefit number 2, better sleep quality. Have you noticed how drowsy you feel after sex or masturbation? Biologically, there's a very specific reason. Your body releases prolactin, a hormone specifically designed to induce relaxation and sleep. Combined with those stress-reducing endorphins and oxytocin, you've basically activated your body's natural sleep system. For men struggling with anxiety, racing thoughts, or even chronic insomnia, this effect can mean falling asleep faster and experiencing deeper, more restorative rest. Emotionally, it's about finally getting relief from those exhausting, restless nights. Practically, better sleep means enhanced recovery, sharper mental focus, and sustained energy throughout the next day. Benefit number 3, pleasure hormones and mood regulation. Ever wonder why you feel so calm and centered afterward? It's not psychological, it's pure biochemistry. When you ejaculate, your brain floods with a powerful chemical cocktail. Biologically, you get endorphins, your body's built-in pain relievers, dopamine, the motivation and reward molecule, oxytocin, the connection and bonding hormone, and serotonin, your mood stabilizer. This neurochemical reset calms your entire nervous system. Emotionally, it reduces anxiety, lifts your mood, and helps you feel more grounded and present. Less irritability toward loved ones, less accumulated stress, more emotional resilience day to day. Practically, regular release acts like a natural mood stabilizer, not a complete solution, but a gentle, consistent support for your mental well-being. Benefit number 4, immune system support. Here's something most men have never heard about. Biologically, research demonstrates that sexual arousal and orgasm actually increase your levels of immunoglobulin, IgA, which is one of your body's primary defenses against viruses and bacteria. Combine that immune boost with reduced stress levels, which independently strengthens your immune function, and you get measurable, real immune support. Emotionally, that knowledge provides genuine peace of mind. Practically, it's yet another way your sexual health integrates directly into your overall wellness strategy. Benefit number 5, lower risk of prostate cancer. This is arguably the most significant finding from medical research. Biologically, a landmark Harvard study tracked over 31,000 men for nearly 2 decades and discovered that men ejaculating 21 or more times monthly showed substantially lower prostate cancer risk. The scientific theory? Ejaculation helps flush your prostate clean, removing accumulated cellular debris, inflammatory compounds, and other materials that might otherwise contribute to cancer development. Emotionally, this offers real reassurance about one of men's greatest health concerns. Practically, it means your sexual activity could genuinely play a protective role for your prostate health, though of course, it's never a replacement for regular medical checkups and screenings. Now, you might be wondering, what's the right frequency for ME? Here's what the research shows, but it's not what you think. Because the magic number isn't the same for everyone. If you're in your 40s, the ideal frequency is different than if you're in your 50s. And if you're 60 or beyond, it changes completely again. The data is fascinating, and I'm going to give you the exact numbers based on your age in just a few minutes. But first, you need to understand the 5 potential drawbacks, because without knowing these risks, those numbers won't mean anything. So let's talk about what can go wrong. Drawback number 1, reduced sensitivity or desire. Here's the paradox. Sometimes too much of a good thing actually dulls your system. When ejaculation becomes too frequent, especially if it's rushed or repetitive, your sensitivity can drop and your spontaneous desire may fade. Biologically, your brain's reward system adapts over time. The dopamine response becomes less powerful with constant stimulation. Emotionally, this can create a sense of flatness, a lack of motivation, a feeling of being disconnected from pleasure. Practically, you might start noticing less natural arousal when you're with your partner. The solution? Even short breaks, just a few days, can reset your sensitivity and bring back that spark. Drawback number 2, compulsive behavior. There's a critical distinction between healthy habit and unhealthy compulsion that you need to understand. If you're consciously choosing daily ejaculation for genuine reasons, pleasure, stress management, intimacy, that's healthy behavior. But if it feels like the urge controls you, if it's interfering with your work performance, your relationships, your ability to focus, then you've crossed into compulsive territory. Biologically, these compulsive patterns can actually rewire how your reward system functions. Emotionally, they generate guilt, shame, and internal conflict. Practically, they steal your time, drain your focus, and can even damage intimacy with your partner. Ask yourself this honest question. Am I choosing this behavior or is it choosing me? Drawback number 3, performance issues if rushed. If your daily ejaculation happens through quick, rush stimulation, basically training for speed, your body learns that pattern. Over time, this conditioning can lead to premature ejaculation or performance anxiety when you're actually with a partner. Biologically, your nervous system adapts to sprint mode, quick arousal, quick release, done. Emotionally, this creates real frustration and disappointment for both you and your partner. Practically, it undermines your confidence in intimate situations. The solution? Deliberately slow down. Practice edging techniques, breath control, mindful stimulation. Train your body for sustained rhythm and control, not just rapid release. Drawback number 4, using it as an emotional crutch. We all experience stress, boredom, loneliness, sadness. That's part of being human. But if ejaculation becomes your only coping mechanism, it's likely masking deeper emotional needs that aren't being addressed. Biologically, this creates a dependency on a single pathway for emotional relief. Emotionally, it prevents you from actually processing and healing what's underneath. Practically, it stops you from developing healthier coping strategies, exercise, journaling, genuine connection with others, professional therapy. Sexual release should be one tool in your wellness toolkit, never the only tool. Drawback number 5, lower sperm count if trying to conceive. If you're not actively trying to have children, this won't concern you. But if conception is your goal, daily ejaculation can significantly reduce sperm concentration. Biologically, sperm production needs time to replenish properly, typically 48 to 72 hours. Emotionally, this can create stress and tension for couples already facing fertility challenges. Practically, spacing your ejaculations to every 2 or 3 days during active conception attempts can improve your chances substantially. It's not about complete abstinence, it's about strategic timing. Now, if this information is helping you see things more clearly, if you're starting to recognize where you might need to make adjustments, do me a favor right now. Hit that like button. It helps other men discover this crucial information. And drop a comment telling me what's one change you're planning to make after watching this. I personally read every single comment. All right, now let's talk about those numbers I promised you. Remember, I told you the ideal frequency changes based on your age? Here's exactly what the research reveals. The Harvard study identified a specific frequency, 4.6 to 7 times per week, roughly 21 or more times monthly, linked to a 36% reduction in prostate cancer risk compared to men ejaculating less than 2.3 times weekly. But here's the critical insight most content creators completely miss. This optimal frequency shifts dramatically depending on your life stage. If you're in your 40s, the data shows 13 or more times per month provides the strongest protective effect, a 28% reduction in cancer risk. At this age, your testosterone levels are beginning their natural decline, but your body still has strong recovery capacity. The sweet spot? 2 to 4 times per week. If you're in your 50s, your testosterone drops approximately 1 to 2% annually, and your body requires more recovery time between sessions. The optimal frequency shifts to around 10 or more times monthly. For you, 1 to 3 times per week balances protective benefits with your body's energy needs. If you're 60 or beyond, even at 4 to 8 times monthly, you still gain significant benefits. Why? Because consistency matters more than raw frequency at this stage. 0 to 2 times per week is perfectly healthy and protective. Here's what you need to remember. Hitting a specific number isn't the goal. What matters is how you feel, your energy levels, your desire, your confidence. Those are your real indicators. So what's the bottom line here? Daily ejaculation isn't inherently beneficial or harmful. What matters are these key questions. Why are you doing this? Is it for stress relief, pleasure, and intimacy, or is it compulsive behavior? How is it affecting you? Are you experiencing better sleep and confidence, or noticing fatigue, emotional flatness, or guilt? Does it align with your goals? If you're trying to conceive, should you adjust your frequency? Here's your practical action protocol. Step 1, pay close attention to your body. Track your energy, mood, and libido consistently for 2 full weeks. Step 2, experiment deliberately. Try daily frequency. Try spacing it out. Notice what genuinely feels best for your body. Step 3, create balance. Make sexual release one component of a comprehensive wellness approach, not your only strategy. Step 4, communicate openly with your partner if you're in a relationship. And critically, never ignore changes in your erection quality, any pain, or prostate health symptoms. Those require professional medical evaluation. Let me share a story with you about Marcus. He's 58, came into my clinic feeling absolutely defeated. His exact words were, "Doctor, I'm convinced my body has just given up on me." Marcus had been ejaculating daily for years, not because he wanted to, but purely out of routine. He felt constantly drained, emotionally distant from his wife, and completely convinced his body was permanently broken. We made one strategic adjustment. We spaced his ejaculation to every 2 to 3 days. Within just 1 month, his energy levels rebounded, his natural desire returned, and most importantly, he reconnected with his wife emotionally and physically in ways they hadn't experienced in years. Marcus isn't unique. I witness these transformations regularly in men throughout their 50s, 60s, even their 70s. If you've experienced shame, confusion, or fear around this topic, listen carefully. You are not alone. Sexual health is simply part of human health. Asking these questions doesn't make you weak, strange, or damaged. Actually, it makes you wise, because truly understanding your body creates freedom and dignity in your daily life. Here's the truth. Daily ejaculation can be perfectly healthy, or it can signal habits that need rebalancing. This isn't about rigid rules. It's about self-awareness and honest self-assessment. And here's the most empowering part. You have complete power to adjust. Small, intentional changes, adding rest days, slowing down your approach, using intimacy for genuine connection instead of escape can dramatically increase your energy, confidence, and control. Age is not the end of vitality. Whether you're 50, 60, or 70 years old, your body can still adapt, your health can still improve, and your confidence can still grow stronger. So keep learning, keep listening to your body's signals, and keep building the life that gives you comfort, freedom, and strength. I'm Dr. Sophie Morgan. Thank you for investing this time with me today. If you found this video valuable, give it a like, subscribe for weekly men's health content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one, and this community truly matters to me. And remember, your body deserves to be understood, your health deserves to be protected, and your vitality deserves to be fought for. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.